Hi everyone, am I live? Oh my gosh, hi. Hi everyone, Kelly Ducoto here. I am doing something very new and kind of scary. I am on YouTube Live. I've never tried this out before and I just want to make a video. And sometimes you just get hung up with like recording it and looking perfect and editing, but it is Friday morning. I am drinking my coffee. I'm reading my book called The Energy Bus by John Gordon. And I opened up to the chapter I'm on today, and it's chapter 23 called Feeling Good. And the message just spoke to me, and I wanted to create it, inspired me to create this whole thing called Feel Good Friday. So it's going to be a thing now. Okay. So this book is about 10 rules to fuel your life, work, and team with positive energy. That's the whole purpose of this book. And I'm just going to read you a little excerpt. I hope that's allowed. We'll find out, won't we? But it says, emotion stands for energy in motion. And your emotional state is all about how energy is flowing through you. So instead of letting negative emotions take you down a dark road of negativity, sadness, and despair, we can take control of our emotions, charge ourselves up, and let the positive energy flow. I love it. Love that. Love that. So the key is to feel good. And when you feel good, everyone around you feels good. And we're not talking about feeling good from a double latte or a candy bar kind of feeling good. We're talking about feeling joy, happiness, enthusiasm, gratitude, passion, and excitement kind of feeling good. The gifts you bring to the world are not found in your resume, accomplishments, or presents to others. The gift is your presence of feeling good and being happy and bringing this to others. Being around happy and positive people makes people feel happy and positive. Too many people try to please others, and this only makes them unhappy. Better to focus on feeling good and letting this feeling and happiness shine on others. When you feel good, you give from power. When you feel bad and try to feel good by pleasing others, you only give away your power and makes you weaker. Wow. Just gonna let that sink in, okay? All right. I think that's what I wanted to share from the book. I thought there was one more part, but maybe that's it. And that part where it said feeling good, excitement, passion, gratitude, happiness, all of that. Sometimes we're feeling like I would love to feel that way, but I'm not. And I don't know how. Kelly, that sounds awesome and great, but I'm in a ditch right now and I don't feel good and I don't know how to pull myself back up from it. And so now clinical depression, that's one thing. That's a chemical imbalance, but we're just talking about feeling like down in the dumps and you're having a bad week or a bad month or a bad year or whatever. Also, sadness is something different than unhappiness. Sadness is something that happens to you that you have no control over, like when you're grieving. That's different. But let's just talk about feeling just the uninspired, down, unhappy feelings. Do things that perk you up, even if you don't feel like it. Put on some happy music. Talk to a friend, talk to somebody who has that positive energy, not somebody who's going to drain it from you. And move your body, exercise. Even if you hate exercise, like maybe just going for a stroll outside might make you feel better. Playing with your pets might make you feel better. If you don't have pets but you like animals, go to a shelter, do some volunteer work at a shelter and like play with the dogs or go to a pet store or just anything that would make you happy, things that bring you joy and make you smile. Go do those things. Take some time for yourself and do those things. And then if you really can't get yourself out of this unhappiness and this rut you're in, focus on gratitude and make a list of the things you're grateful for. Every single day, the things you're grateful for today. Rachel Hollis, I am obsessed with her lately. She's doing this thing called last 90 days. It's hashtag last 90 days. And we are in, starting October 1st, we're in the last 90 days of the year. And her whole thing is, um, we all make New Year's resolutions and focus on all of these great things we're going to do for ourselves in the new year. What if we lived our lives by that rule for the last 90 days of the year? This is that time of year where people start to think like the weather gets a little colder. You might start like indulging in treats more often, exercising less, drinking more alcohol, going to like holiday parties. There's Halloween, there's Thanksgiving, there's Christmas. It's all these excuses to do these things that make you like not feel so good. I mean, it's a joy like right when you do it, but overall brings you down. So she has five rules, 5 things to follow, 5 to thrive. It's one is get up an hour earlier than you normally do and use the time for yourself. And this started October 1st and it's now the 5th, and I'm not perfect at this, but I'm slowly incorporating these things into my life. I stayed up really late last night, so I didn't get up a whole hour earlier, but I still use the morning time for myself. And I like to use that time. I love to read and I don't make the time to do it. So I leave my phone upstairs and I go downstairs and get my coffee and get my book and sit in the chair and just read for a few minutes. Sometimes it's like 5 to 10 minutes. Sometimes I'll sit there for half an hour. It depends on how much time I have. But number 2, work out for at least 30 minutes. That's moving your body in any way, shape, or form for 30 minutes. Drink half your body weight in ounces of water each day. That's a struggle for me, but I have been drinking more water than normal. And yes, you end up in the bathroom a lot, but that's the whole point. 4 is give up one food category you know you shouldn't be eating. And I chose candy. I have cut a lot of things out of my diet. So when somebody tells me, cut out something you shouldn't be eating, it's like, I've cut so many things already. But just one simple food category you know you shouldn't be eating, like fast food, or if it's like bread for you or something, that's a big one. Which I cut out 4 years ago, and it's not an easy journey, but I've cut out candy, but we have candy in the house. So if I do eat any candy whatsoever over the next 90 days, I'm not going to kill myself over it. Sorry, that was a poor choice of words, but I'm not going to beat myself up over it, if that's any better. But, you know, just make a conscious effort. Like, don't gorge myself on candy with Halloween coming up and all the treats over the holidays. 5, write down 10 things you're grateful for every single day. All of that was to get to this point, and that's what made me think of that when I read gratitude in this book. Write down 5 things or 10 things you're grateful for every day. Now, people, when they think what they're grateful for, they think of like their health and their family and things like that, big overall topics, which is great. But think about the little 10 things you're grateful for every day and change them up. It really makes you stop and think, what were the highlights of my day? On a really crappy, no good day, there's something to be grateful for every day, right? And if 10 is super hard for you, aim for 5. If you're in a really bad place, aim for 1. And really think about it. Like, you could be grateful for the pretty sunset that you saw, or the sunrise if you're getting up super early. You can be grateful for how happy your dog is when you walk in their room. And you could be grateful for your new shoes that are just so comfortable. Things like that. Little things, little gratitude practice every single day is going to change your mindset and make you think like, today was terrible, but you know what? This was great and this is great. It's a shift in your perception. So this video is getting super long. I'm going to end it, but I hope that this helped you feel good, and I hope you have a great Friday.